Introduce yourselves, like your name, how old y'all are, like what do you do as careers?
I'm Kareem, 25. I am a software engineer, 2 kiddos.
I'm Dulce, I'm 26, and I am a senior customer service representative. Full-time parent, full-time worker, part-time student, very busy schedule, wanting to keep my kids busy as well and keep them active, but I still find time to go to the gym.
Well, I guess full-time parent, full-time worker, 4-month strong gym rat, full-time tech enthusiast now that I don't have school to worry about.
Yeah.
But
It's
you
just-
were in school. Like
He was.
I was,
time. You were in
yeah.
school, you know?
Yeah, so now it's just certifications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we managed to keep like a very busy schedule.
So I guess like before we started to like, work together, like what were you both guys like struggling with like physically?
I hit you up when I was doing intermittent fasting, but I was hitting a plateau. That's when I reached out to you. My biggest thing was with intermittent fasting and not knowing how to work out really. I didn't know much of like what weights or how to specifically tailor things to my body or just in general, like target areas with good workouts, effective workouts, I guess is a good word. So I was only doing cardio. I was only doing the Stairmaster and intermittent fasting, but I was dealing with a lot of loose skin before working with you and hitting that really big wall. I cannot lose another, like I was, I think a month stagnant before I decided to reach out.
And like I remember you said that you were dealing with like cellulite.
Yeah. With all the skin and like cellulite, I mean, because it's all like stacking up on top of each other, and that was more like visible on the back of my thighs. Yeah, I mean, I reached out essentially because of those reasons.
Right. What about you, Kareem? What were you dealing with physically? Like, I don't know, huffing and puffing going up the stairs or what?
There was definitely like a lot of times there where it was, you'll flip them. You just get so tired so fast. I mean, you're doing 50 pounds around like that.
Yeah.
You're just on the bed, just jumping around, with your kids. And it's just like, you're taking a break and it's only been 10 seconds. Like, you know what I mean?
Why did that stick out to you?
Like, that's one of the biggest things my oldest loves. It really sucks when it's like she's still ready to go. She still wants to keep going. She still wants it to happen. And I can't do that for her, because my body won't allow me because I'm too tired. My body, my muscles are cramping.
Did you ever have a moment where you were like, damn, like if I don't change, like this is only gonna get worse? Did you ever have like a moment like that?
Yeah, I always thought it was kind of like this, like up and down. Oh, I want to start eating better. I want to start eating less. Oh, but it's so much easier to go grab McDonald's. I'm already out right now. I just got to grab food. And then, oh, well, now you're doing it twice, So now you're grabbing 2 meals while you're at McDonald's. And then it climbs straight back up to like, well, now you're eating like crap again. It was really difficult to be consistent. That was one of the things that I had to learn was how to be consistent. What that sustainability even looks like,
Yeah, because like, you can still have, you can go out and get McDonald's every now and then,
Yeah.
What do you think would have happened if you continued down that cycle?
Yeah, I think if I continued down that path, I mean, I'd end up resorting to a trainer. But I mean, obviously, that's what I ended up doing because I mean, I've learned so much. It matters that you understand what you're actually eating.
So I guess what you just told me that you're a lot more like food aware, like nutritious aware, if anything.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
It's just that I'm portioning correctly. Yeah.
Okay, so like I guess diving it back to prior to coaching, you guys mentioned that it was definitely a lot about the kids on why you guys wanted to move forward. Dulce mentioned it that I'm afraid that my kids will pick up on my bad habits if I don't change. What do you think was being unintentionally taught?
Oh, snacking. I think snacking is huge. The amount of chips that we would eat, the amount of chips that would just be all over the couch. Candy's insane. Ice cream every single time after dinner.
And bro, like a lot of parents, they accept that reality of like, okay, like we're just gonna have chips in the house, we're gonna have ice cream, we're gonna, they just accept that that's how the house is gonna be.
Yeah.
And you guys could have continued down that path. I guess why did you not want to anymore?
Yeah, it goes directly in line with what our goals were of becoming healthy, looking better, feeling better, and setting a better example for not only our kids but the people around us. I mean, as soon as we started, I don't know if we influenced anybody to start feeling better, but it started to feel like a lot of people
did. We definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that I've seen around us that are starting to pick that stuff up.
And as a couple, prior to us working together, how do you think the relationship was?
Our quality time was TV and eating.
How you spend your time together?
Yeah, I mean, we just weren't finding things to really do as a family so much, or let alone even together. All we did was just kind of like sit next to each other, or he would be gaming and I'd just be like chilling in bed watching something in the gaming room with him. But we didn't talk as much.
There was actually, like, now that you like kind of mentioned that stuff, there was a consistent thing that would happen like every couple months. We just felt disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
And like we would voice that to each other. We would just be like I just don't feel like close to you right now. And I don't like it.
I guess Dulce, with you, like you talked a little bit about like the cellulite. I guess because you were much bigger back then, what were you dealing with physically?
When we moved to Virginia and we were staying with my parents for a bit, the girls were on like the 3rd floor and we were on the 1st floor. So me like going up those stairs just to go to them, you just kind of not like very winded, but just like oh my gosh, I need to just stay up here for like a second. I could not stretch enough to like go from the last step to the floor with that height difference. I had to like jump down because I just could not do it. And then even jumping down, I'm like, oh my God, all this weight is going to my knees. Like it hurt. So it was rough. And I compared it to the other day. I felt like a gazelle getting off the Stairmaster the other day. I was like, I can just hit the floor and no problem whatsoever.
I guess what were you like kind of dealing with like emotionally?
Emotionally, looking at myself, I was like glad we had a small mirror. I was like very happy that we did not have like a full body mirror. I was not happy looking at myself.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
It was like
Crazy.
I genuinely, babe, like, but that's how I felt. I mean, I did not want to look at myself in the mirror. When we got rid of that full mirror and from like the blue dresser that we had, I was like, thank God, I don't have to look at myself.
I remember you said that you felt like a lost cause. That's what I remember the most. But can you explain why? Because I think the audience would be able to relate to you.
I feel like, especially coming from like a mom perspective of like my body physically changed to kind of bear children, have kids and everything. The dad bod is very like glorified, right? But the mom body, that change that you go through gets not necessarily shamed, but it's just like, ooh, you have this like weird pouch on your body for like the rest of your life. So there's that, and it's not like this is attractive. It's spoken of. So it's just like it doesn't get the attention it deserves, whether negative or positive. So you just kind of, like me personally, I'm like, I don't know if I'm attractive. I don't know if I find myself attractive. This is not I don't think this is a beauty standard. Everyone's looking like they're trying to hide their new like mom bod. So, and then on top of that, gaining weight with having that changed body, I genuinely didn't know if I was going to be like less than like 170 pounds at best ever.
Yeah, how much did you weigh like right after your kids were born?
The highest I've gone to damn near like 230 pounds at my biggest. And that was like right after having my first. And then I was stuck at 210 pounds for over like a year and a half, 2 years. And I could not budge that number. And then I was like, okay, let me change some habits. Let me change the way I eat. Maybe I won't snack so much. And then I only went down to 205. And I'm like, I'm never going to go below 200. And then if I go below 200, I may not go lower than 170. Like, I cannot go past 170. I don't remember the last time I weighed less than 170, because 170 is what I was in high school, from what I remember from my last like check-in or weigh-in. And so like I was mentally like, this is the best it's ever going to get. I'm never going to go below that 170 mark. And that's just something that like I just had like accepted, in a way of like, that's never happening for me. I don't like, I'm like, my body has changed so drastically. I don't know what scar tissue, because I had like a C-section for one of them, and then I had a natural birth for the other one. So I'm like, I don't know what scar tissue. I don't know what's, like just loose skin. I don't know. You can't differentiate so much when you've gained the weight, you have the scars, you have this. So I'm like, I don't know what's what. I don't know if this is like a solely surgically thing. How, like, it was very like, there's so many question marks all over the place where I'm just like, cool, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm gonna be stuck at. I'm not gonna 170 was just a number that I was just like, I don't see myself going below, like, because I mentally couldn't process going below that number. That alone just is just like, I don't recognize myself. We look like we were pushing 30. We looked like we were 30. Genuinely.
Yeah, we looked way older.
We did look way older, and I did not like that. And I had given up on like keeping the mediums of clothing that I had. I was getting rid of those so fast. I was like, cool, I'm going thrifting. I'm finding all like the things that like do fit. So I mean, I had gone up to, I was pretty much filling in like a size 16 before starting like the fitness journey in pants. And that's like as big as I should be. It was pretty big. I am glad. The only thing that kind of didn't make me feel as bad, and like no shade, but like we were both on like the same boat. we
we're in this ride together.
Together.
Prior to all these improvements, a lot of couples say that, oh, right now is like not a good time, or oh, I'll start when it's the new year, or oh, finances got to be straight. But there's always a reason why right now it's not a good time. What made you decide that, what, fuck it, we're just gonna do it? What made you guys decide to move forward?
To be honest, I feel like your like willingness to be like, I'll sit here and like work out numbers with you. I'll wait. Like, yeah, that pushed us. We just took that like
it's a little
faith.
Yeah. The reward that comes from it, the knowledge you gain from it, because it's not just like a one and done thing. It's like you learn these skills of life.
Yeah.
These are things that you should have already been taught, that you should already know, but barely anybody does.
Right.
So you putting forth the effort it's more important than you putting money towards, college. Like, it's more important than you putting money towards your car. Like, it is your body. Your body is getting you up in the morning. Your body is getting you to sleep at night. It is the most vital thing you have in your entire life, aside from your emotional values towards obviously your loved ones and etc. But
I want to get canceled.
Putting money into something so important,
No, absolutely. I mean, and you just kind of being like, let's work it out. Like, let's see what we can do. Let's work out the finances. Let's, which also gave us the opportunity to be like, okay, like let's actually sit down and look at our finances really quickly. I mean, you just being and showing that you're like, I'm willing to work with you no matter what that kind of looks like right now. Like, let's see if we can work something out to where we benefit. That showed us that like, okay, cool. Like he's serious. Like he wants to put in the work to like help us and is willing to help us out. And that was a really big factor in terms of like affordability and then that also like, okay, our budget's a little bit tighter. It had us be like, we're paying this dude. Like we have to listen. we literally budgeted for a coach. We need to listen. Why would we not?
If any of the people that like are saying, if any of the couples out there or families, et cetera, that are looking towards doing something like this, and they're struggling with, they're eating a bunch of snacks, or, more than likely, if they're struggling with losing weight, it's because of more like snacks and food, et cetera. You're more than likely going to save money.
Yeah.
Oh,
and ironically, you are saving money in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really think about it. Yeah.
I mean, you literally also bought us walk pads.
Yeah, no, we were like, what the heck?
Like,
I mean, you have shown us like time and time again, like I'm here for y'all. Like I want you guys to be able to thrive in the environments that you guys are in, regardless of what that looks like. And that was just like, wow, like this made this program like so worth it. And to be honest, that you kind of staying there and us budgeting, we kind of have been putting this whole like what's going to change in the next like couple months anyways. We're still going to want this, we're still going to want that. So we've made like life decisions outside of just fitness coaching of like what's going to change in the next few months to where we can afford it, can't afford it. Like realistically, how much is our money going to change? If we can't afford it now, why push it off any later? Why not be the better versions of ourselves now, or work on being the better versions of ourselves now instead of pushing that back? What's really going to change? You're still going to want your goals, right?
Right. Yeah. Anybody that's thinking about it and then pushes it off is more than likely going to come back and then just regret that they didn't do it sooner.
Yeah, because I mean, in that amount of time, however that looks, I mean, 10 pounds can be packed on very quickly, very quickly.
Yeah.
And then you may feel like a little bit more discouraged. I mean, it's just like, what's it gonna take for you to really like push something off? Or
like these are just like good skills to have. Like I'm excited that I'm gonna be able to teach my kids when they're older, that like, hey, when like it's okay to have a food scale. And you can use your food scale for your food. So then you know how much food is going in your body. It's not that scary. And it's literally just a handful of numbers.
I remember Kareem said this. Dude, like we got the holidays coming up. We got this and that. Like basically, like there was never like a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just to sum all that. I guess what would you tell yourself now if that was the mindset that prevented you from moving forward?
Oh my gosh, it's like, well, that's just always going to be an excuse. I mean, it's like you cannot really wait till life is perfect, because if it was perfect, you wouldn't be in the situation of looking for help somewhere.
Damn, that's a bar and a cookie right there. Oh my God.
I mean, we signed with you. 6 days later, it was my birthday. Like, I was really like mentally prepared. Were we a little bit bummed of like, cool, we have like limits? Yes, but it also like you didn't just say this is what you have to eat. You can enjoy like your birthday. You didn't say any of that. You said, hey, if you guys go over your calories, this is the way to go about it. These are the extra steps you need to take. These are the drinks that I recommend you having to keep your calories low. I mean, I had like 2 drinks that night that were like very low. We ate sushi. It was, and we were logging in everything. I mean, I feel like it's also the best opportunity to show yourself that you can be disciplined when it comes to food.
Like if you let that way of thinking to have prevented you from moving forward, what would you have told you? What would current you tell that version?
Honestly, that's literally just like talking out of like fear, you know? Like that's just.
What were you fearful of?
I was fearful about the finances.
That was really his.
So honestly,
yeah.
I was more than like, because realistically, if you look at the entire calendar year and you put in every major event that you have, because every major event involves food, every single fucking one. Every birthday involves crazy amounts of food, crazy amounts of cake, etc. So if you line all of those up, there is never, ever gonna be a good time to do it.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I mean, we even went through like the birthdays too, and we were like, wow, I think we maybe have 1 month out of the year that there's not a birthday, and I'm pretty sure that is gone now.
yeah.
Like every single month there is a birthday. There's someone celebrating. There's someone coming. Like, and life has so many variables. You're celebrating something with somebody at some point in the month. You just have to be more disciplined. And I mean, I think we had struggled on my birthday with, okay, we need to save our calories. That was the first time that we've had to do that. And I was like, damn, a bitch is struggling here, like a little bit. But the next time you were like, hey, a protein shake, there's 100 calories. You're full most of the day. You don't have like less energy. So there were like ways around to do the things that we wanted to do.
Yeah. Everything feels impossible until you figure it out. And
exactly.
yeah, and everybody's a lot of people are just very, very scared of change and don't even know that they are. Like,
yeah,
aware of it.
Yeah, bro. A lot of couples, especially, try and do this alone. They're like, "Nah, we'll figure it out." I guess like, what prevented you guys from not doing that route? Because you guys really could have been like, "Nah, Eduardo, we're fine. Like, we can do it ourselves. We can do it."
I mean, we've tried before doing it ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's easy to be like, oh, you had a rough day at work today. You don't have to do this. We can just have some snacks.
There's no accountability and there's no like, I guess, seriousness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like a side project. Like, you know?
Yeah.
It's you're not devoting yourself to it. And that's something that's like, I guess, I don't know if it maybe scares some people. I know it kind of like, pushed me away from it for a while, was like, if I start counting my calories, I'm gonna have to like, devote myself to like everything fitness. And everything fitness is gonna be like my life for the rest of my life. I'm gonna take up so much time and everything. And now I'm counting calories. I'm tracking how much, I'm pushing weight and all this different stuff. I got my little notebook and all that different things.
It is not that hard.
It is not that crazy. It's really not crazy.
Was it just more in your head than actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, because like when you think about like, oh, I gotta go in the kitchen and get the scale and then like measure everything out before I start cooking with it, and then I can start cooking with it, and then I gotta, do all the numbers on the calories and how much of the portions I can make.
You're looking for the reasons not to. You're looking for the negatives.
Okay, so y'all's backstory, dude, that was solid. I did not know that that's what y'all were going through, like mentally, like,
Yeah.
So I guess now that you did start, we started tracking steps, we started tracking calories, we started like even tracking the workouts, making sure there was improvements every week. How soon did you start noticing changes after we started working together?
I feel like around like the 2-week mark is when I started noticing, oh, my arms don't sag so much. So like my underarm would like hang a little bit lower, and I was like, that looks a little bit tighter. My skin's looking tighter in general. Face was slimming down a little bit because I was like bloated at the time, like way more, not just bloated. I mean, I was fatter. So, but I noticed it in my arms first.
Your arm. What about you, Kareem?
When I first shaved, and then I saw my jawline.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
that was huge.
That was huge. But I mean,
I definitely think it took a couple weeks.
we were going to those Halloween events around the 27th of October, and you were
She pulled
already
out a specific day.
Stop.
I'm.
You were specifically like, I've already dropped 3 belt sizes. I remember that conversation because that was one of our calls with him when we were at the parade.
And Kareem, bro, I remember there was one. Oh my bad. There was like this one day or one night. It was like the very beginning. It was like I think it was like the first 3 weeks. It's either like they're gonna continue or they're gonna not feel like doing it because the adrenaline is gone, like the motivation is starting to fade. I gotta like text them, call them, make sure that they're gonna get there anyway. And I remember I sent you guys a text saying like, "Hey guys, like motivation is probably down by now. I know you don't feel like doing it, but you gotta do it anyways." And you messaged back saying, "Dude, like we were literally talking about not going this morning." Like, so, I guess in that moment, what was going through your head?
For it to be the first day that I'm actually about to, kind of start folding on myself, and then my trainer, like, same day, same time, messages me. It's like,
yeah, no, we had just
sign,
spoken. Like our morning, like I think we woke up slightly late. We weren't feeling like I mean, even when your alarm goes off a little bit later, we're like, damn, my day's thrown off. But we were both like, okay, we're up a little bit later. Our morning is going like way slower than it needs to be. Maybe we don't go. We'll go later. And that's when your message came in, and we were like, holy cow, no, like let's go. Like we needed that push. We need to go. Let's go right now. That definitely helped. And I think it was like the first or second day too, where we were like, cool. We're like so close to like the step goal. We'll be fine if we don't finish our steps. And you were like, you guys literally, this was like the most non-negotiable thing was for you to do your steps.
Oh yeah.
And we were like, yeah, no, he's right. Let's get up right now and knock out these steps. And it only took like 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like the getting checked in on every single day for 4 months, it can be like, damn, like like obviously I'm getting my steps done, like
yes.
know? but you have to have that because of those odd days. Yeah. Because you have to catch all of them, and I think that consistency from you is like way more like unappreciated than it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely like sometimes when you're just having like I have rougher days with my work thing, and I'm just like the last thing I need right now is for Eduardo to text me. Like the like, genuinely, I would have really bad days where I'm so done with work, and I'm like I'll hear my phone go off, and I'm like, I swear to God, if he's asking me about my steps right now, I'm gonna tweak. But like, I mean, I knock them out anyways, and I'm like, I'm appreciative for it because I'm like, I know you care enough to be like, hey, your steps are low. I'm gonna send you a quick message, and just that reminder. But sometimes I was like, I'm gonna fight this guy right now. If I get
oh my God, that's so funny. I remember Kareem was, I think you said this to her, Kareem, one day. You're like, Dulce, he's just doing his job. Like,
yeah, no, he has to do that. And I'm like, I understand that, but if I do a message about my steps that I know I'm gonna do anyways. He's just like, he didn't know how to take me, and I'm like, sorry, I'm just like in a really bad mood right now.
No, I gotcha. So is that what you feel like helped you the most during the whole program? Like just the daily check-ins, the texts, the push every day. Was that it?
It was for sure encouraging. It was like, okay.
I think it's the weekly calls for me. I think those
for you was the weekly calls.
I think the weekly calls were better because I think that's when it was like I had a week
I would
of
agree.
progress, and then now we get to talk about the following week. Like, what are we going to change for this next week? You know, I think that was
It was
probably the
always like
best.
your approach was always encouraging. It was never like you were so focused on like, hey, you guys like won the week, or even when I felt bad because I'm like, I'm not hitting my protein the way I'm supposed to, you're just like, hey, but you're eating better. You're eating within your calories. You did not let us sit any amount of time and any sort of negativity about our progress. And that was so helpful on our calls these past couple months.
And you also really stood by a lot of stuff that was like I don't know, I mentioned like my back, you know, stuff. And then the first handful of weeks, I mean, you were completely against a whole lot of stuff that involved the lower back. You know, it would be me being like, you know, oh, I want to do, you know, deadlifts. I want to do more barbell exercises, everything like that. And I think it took like a solid freaking like at least a month, if not longer, before you let me touch a barbell.
Yeah.
So I think, and honestly, it helped me. You know, like you waited until you saw that I was ready, that my body was ready to be able to go and start doing that again. But also still remembered that I love doing what are they called?
It was T-bar.
Yeah, rows. Yeah, like you still remembered those things, even though I'm sure you have more clients than just us, you know, obviously. So it's like for you to actually take in those things, even in the very, very early weeks, and then bring those back even a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks
so
later.
Happy.
Yeah.
He was so happy to go work out when you switched it up too. He was like, oh yeah, we're going now.
How is your back now? And the only reason why I know about the spine somewhat to a degree is because, you know, I have some scoliosis, like very little. So I've had to adjust my training based off of like what's best for my spine, you know. So how's your back? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot better. It's way better. I realized in like with the stretching and the workouts and stuff, that a lot of my issues were from my hamstrings. And as I started doing a lot of like stretching through the hamstrings and stuff, that helped me a ton. Is the hamstrings and the hips, and that's where it started really loosening up my lower back.
Same. It was a lot of abs, hip rotation and mobility, and just stretching the hamstrings.
No, I mean, but this is like the most mobility he's had in years when it comes to his back.
Yeah, probably since I was wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, if you're a wrestler, bro, like I would say you're damn near close to like a gymnast. Probably can't do all the flips and stuff, but you're just so agile.
Yeah,
and it's nuts.
Once he stopped that, it was like downhill. Like he could not touch his toes very well. You had that week where your back seized. Like he could not move. He couldn't walk. He couldn't stand up.
Like it's crazy, especially like I don't realize how much I just kind of sit and don't do anything until I started really needing to do like the steps, you know, and staying in the gym. And I think it was really cool that I still got a ton of progress. And in the beginning, we were still only doing like 4 days a week, you know. And then we started getting really big into it. And I mean, we were asking for extra days.
Yeah, we were asking for
fun.
So, Saturdays and Sundays, you were like, I don't want to do that. I want you to like have time to do other things. We're so appreciative because we get to like have the energy to go and like run and do whatever the kids want to do.
Yeah. And also the gym was actually, it was kind of interesting because if we were like, we can't make it in today, you know, it was not the end of the world. Or if we couldn't finish a couple of the exercises, like
you back to like he would just never allow like any sort of negativity. Like you allowed us to have like a great relationship when it came to going to the gym and being fit, because I probably would have like been real mad if you were like, "Those get your steps done." Also, you didn't go to the gym. Also, you didn't finish this workout. Also, you didn't do this. I would have been like, "Fuck you, dude. Like, I don't want to be here right now."
Yeah. No, yeah, like coaching style is so big. That's why I do ask for that at the very beginning of all my calls with potential new clients. I'm like, dude, like, what's your coaching style? Because it's reasons like this. And there's other people I have right now that are like, dude, I just need you to be straight up with me because I was in the military and that's how they spoke to me and that's how I responded best to like genuine like urgency and directness, you know. And then there's people that are like you guys where it's like, hey, look, no big deal. As long as we get calories down and steps done, that's what's gonna move the needle.
I don't know like what kind of approach I would have like been able to deal with if you were like, you guys are doing this my way. Would have been like, what? So, but I know that you did because again, it made it like, I mean, celebrating the wins for sure. I mean, I see you do that on like your calls that you get to post. Like you're very like, let's celebrate these wins. Let's focus on these wins for these weekly sessions. And that is definitely like a great motivator to start the week.
Kareem, from a guy's perspective, the biggest thing is I don't want to lose muscle during my weight loss. I don't want to lose muscle. That's the biggest thing for a guy. Be honest. Did you feel like you lost any muscle during the process?
Oh no, I definitely gained muscle. Like definitely. Because I mean, when I started, like, yeah, it was like 200 something pounds. But I'm pretty sure I was like a good 30% body fat.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
So cutting down to 15 and then losing like 20 pounds. I don't remember what I started at. It was like 205.
It's like yeah, it was like it was either like 205 or like 519. It was like that.
Yeah. So like 20 pounds. To lose 20 pounds.
But like 20 pounds while gaining muscle, crazy. It's actually like an insane concept that I didn't really realize at the time either.
I had to have gained muscle in order to be 185.
Exactly. Oh yeah. And like, bro, like there's evidence like you got stronger.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that a more muscle does.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. When you're strong, you have more muscle. Scales go down, you're losing fat. And bro, the pant size, that's the thing that kept blowing my mind.
He has literally any
I got slacks that I can't fucking wear.
That he has does not fit him right now.
Dude, it's like this far away from my fucking like I'll take it and I'll pull out and it's like fucking this much.
There's distance between him and his
I'm gonna need to get some like rope and just fucking tie it off.
They're so loose and then like
the belts don't work anymore.
Yeah, the belts are like I gotta buy a new belt too.
A new belt, new pants, new slacks.
I'd be loving sweatpants right now. They got built-in belts. They got strings.
What area of improvement physically were you most proud of?
I actually haven't said this one. So I got like really confident in wearing they're called rash guards, but the really tight shirts, I get like full Superman chest. And I fucking love that shit. It doesn't touch my abdomen anymore.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my god. Bill said, what was that for you?
Honestly, my back and my arms, which is exactly what we were targeting. Yeah. I mean, again, never had muscles in my arms that would like shape out if I flexed. So that was fun for me. And I'm like constantly in the mirror. I'll be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, look, they look so good. I guess I've never told you, but Kareem's not about this. I was chunkier, bigger, heavier in the chest. So like I was always sitting like crouched like this. Mm-hmm. She gives you like a neck hump, which I didn't know. And it all started when I was becoming a mom, like, breastfeeding, holding the babies. You're constantly in this pose and you get like a neck hump, which is ridiculously hard to get rid of.
Right.
And it was a big like confidence thing because it's so ugly. You like you turn to your side and you have like a little bit of a hunch, and I'm like, what is that? Why do like that is so horrible. And like it wasn't fat or anything, like it was dead as like my spine. It was just bad posture, overweight, bad posture. And I am finally like I'm able to like be in the mirror and like my back looks completely straight from the side profile. I'm like completely straight back down. Like there's less and less of a hump. Like each time my posture is just better. So my back looks good. Like I'm like, wow, like I didn't know I could look like this.
And like for girls, like beauty means a lot. Like seriously. So like
I will say the hump thing, I didn't think that was ever gonna go away. I thought she needed to go to like a chiropractor or something.
Genuinely.
But then she started losing weight and it went away.
Losing weight and like better back workouts and better posture and like not,
It literally feels like is that the vertebrae?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called? Or whatever. It literally feels like as she's lost weight, it slowly came back in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because like the muscles around it are strong.
To support. Yeah, and like I didn't think that was gonna like be a big thing, but it was like one of like my biggest like confidence things. Like I did not want to wear a dress. I did not want to wear like a shirt that was like spaghetti strap without like a cardigan, hiding, my like my hump on the back. Like it was bad. I did that a lot. So that was like my like favorite thing. Like I'll even be like, look, feel it. There's nothing. Like you don't feel anything anymore. Ever.
Yeah, how much did you weigh like right after your kids were born?
I was damn near like 230 pounds at my biggest.
And where are you now? Because I know like the audience.
151. I know, and I like again. That I've had to have been like maybe a freshman in high school, maybe an 8th grader, being this weight. My body looks again like completely different, but I'm like, wow, like I look good. I can see my obliques. I can see my arms. I can see my collarbone. I even have like the little shoulder bones from the collar. I mean, I guess it's part of the collarbone, but it's on your shoulder and it pokes out. I'm like, that's new. I've never had that.
What about you, Kareem? What was the positive that you've noticed? Just like Jules just mentioned, she said, I have this now, I have that now. And what was that for you?
You got some calves on you, boy.
Yeah, the calves have been growing. Man.
Oh, you did. You also did mention the Superman thing a little bit earlier.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a different one from that one because I mean, that was the big one. Because we're talking just like our new bodies, I guess.
These guys.
Oh yeah.
That was me.
I mean, it's kind of obliques. It's
like a little bit.
It's
higher.
not the obliques. It's like.
Oh, the lat. Oh, that's your lat, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if it's gonna show on camera. It's not. It's this piece.
Oh, those are your obliques.
Directly on me.
Yeah, those are your obliques.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because the obliques
like high,
is here.
They're like right under like I don't know, like armpit and then here.
I think they go that high.
That's crazy. Yeah, but it started like dimpling in to where you can like see that, and then
I'll try to get a picture without this horrible lighting. That basically got a spotlight on me.
Yeah, and then I was feeling like my chest like going like that, and I was like, oh, Kareem, like feel my chest. It feels different. It feels weird. He's like, you can feel like your muscle fibers. You can, like that's so crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess my last 3 questions is, well, let's start with the first one. Now that it's done, you guys have literally transformed.
Oh,
what was it? You say something?
Go back.
What?
The chest is another piece of the chest. I had told you that my chest would never fill in at the top, in the corners, right here, in the like center top, and it does now. That is a huge piece because it also has like this like little cliff right at the very top of it, and it's just so cool being able to feel that.
Oh, you can put a cup on that.
Yeah, right.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, good. I did not know that detail. Honestly.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
I guess now, like, now you guys have literally transformed. How is this? What's been the feedback from your family and your friends?
They all thought I was on Ozempic.
Oh my god!
They were like, "You're losing weight so fast." They're like, "What are you taking?" And I'm like, "I am not taking anything." That was the funniest one. That's actually been my like number one, is that I'm on Ozempic, and I'm like, I no.
I love telling them I do GLP-1.
He'll literally joke about it. He'll be like, I do GLP-1s. Like, what?
You haven't seen those?
What is that? No, I don't.
It's really a shot. You'll see it
Like
pop
the
up with
insulin,
Serena Williams.
Yeah.
She'll just be like, I use GLP-1, and she'll just slap it into her, her freaking tricep.
Because all of these like athletes and
Uh-huh.
like celebrities are just advertising like these weight loss shots. And
okay.
like joke, he's like, yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But no, like one of my aunts, she's just like, like, you've lost weight like crazy. Like, when are you stopping? So my family is more of like, when are you stopping? Like, is this not enough for you? And I'm like,
I know where you're going with.
Yeah, they'll be there for they'll say the same thing to her, like, oh, you should probably like stop, like slow down and stuff. And then they'll be like, hey, you don't want to get like too much bigger, like, because they'll see like getting jacked up. And
no,
they're just like, it's okay. Like you had such a good point right now. You know, you don't need to lose any more fat. You don't want to gain any more muscle. Like, you're perfect right now.
But they're the first ones to tell you anything when you like gain weight. But they're just like, you really want to be like muscular? And I'm like, I want to be toned. I want to look fit. Like, why is a woman having any sort of muscles, like, it's such a foreign concept? Once I went under like 158 and I was like, I've done like my 50-pound mark. Like, I did it. I did my goal for the year. That's when the like, okay, you hit your goal. Like, when are you stopping? And I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, well, we already see your jawline and everything. Like, is that not enough for you? And I'm like, no. And no, even my dad, he's just like, what are you trying to lose? Like, how low are you trying to go? I'm like, oh, like 140 is my new goal, because I didn't think that was ever a number that was going to come out of my mouth. And he's like, that's a lot. Like, you don't want to get too skinny now. And I'm like, well, when we bought our house and we met the lady that was selling the house, she was like, are you guys models? And my dad was there, obviously, and he was just like, you should have seen them when they were fat. Like, that was
no, but he said that shit. But he also was coming in, and he was like, literally after he literally came up to me, and they're trying to like, you know, say all that stuff, like, oh, like they look good and all that stuff. And I was just kind of like, you know, telling that, you know, one of them was just like, oh, you look like Peter Parker or whatever. And he was just like, yeah, you tell him how much weight you lost? Did you tell him like you look good, whatever? And, you know, I was like, oh, that's sweet. And then he goes around and goes like, yeah, you should have seen him when he was fat. And I'm like, dude, you were so sweet like 10 seconds ago. Like,
they're like proud of like the weight loss aspect, but they know when to like make fun. They're like, oh yeah, remember when you were fat? Hey, remember when you used to eat like this? You don't eat like that anymore now, don't you? Like, kind of like deal.
Oh my god, bro! Like Hispanic people, bro. Like, it's just jab after jab. Like for every one compliment, it's like one or two jabs.
No, but my brother
hilarious.
has been. Honestly, like on like a higher note, he has probably been like my biggest cheerleader. So whenever he does have like people over and they're talking about fitness and time and finding time as a parent to go to the gym, he'll be like, my sister, like, she's a mom, she does this, she finds a way to work out, she's lost 50 pounds, she's about to lose 60 pounds in like the next couple months. Like, if she can do it, you can do it.
I think the fitness of it probably helped a lot, because it started bringing in a lot more like of a journey that we got to experience together.
Yeah.
So that closeness was there, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we were both able to be like vulnerable. Like, I mean, we've been able to be vulnerable as parents, but as like a couple and towards each other of like, wow, it looks like this and this is how I feel. with how my body looks at the moment, and then like keeping that encouragement also led us being able to like talk more in depth about other aspects in our life, like be able to better figure out finances together. So now we feel a lot more like a team than just like, I don't know, like pitching just kind of like teammates or just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Like you're each other's partner.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
Yeah.
And
Instead of just like, oh, instead of like my cohabiter, it's just this is like my actual partner. Like we actually do everything together now, not just being parents together or not just co-parenting.
And I think another like huge thing was how do I put that? Like when I was overweight, I was like self-conscious that, you know, I didn't look good enough for her. But
Same,
then she would feel the same way to me. But like now that we both look so much better, we feel so much better. It's like I have a lot more confidence in my own self that, you know, I still think she's like, you know, knock out of the park, but you know, she's top shelf. So, but I'm a little bit closer to top shelf. You know,
I see what you're saying. It's like you feel like now that you've poured more into yourself, that you feel like this is gonna sound, I don't give a fuck. You're more worthy of the person that's at your side, and vice versa, Dulce.
Yeah, absolutely.
Too, you know? Okay, so for my last question for you guys is, what would you tell other couples, other parents, or other individuals that are either one, scared, or two, are waiting to find the right time for life to slow down? What would you tell them to do?
If you're still going to want it in the next 6 months, why not start now? If you know you're still going to want to be on a fitness journey, if you know you're still going to want your body to look better in the next 6 months, why not start now?
What about you, Kareem?
If you're already on the call and you're already sitting there entertaining the idea, then you know that you can do it. So just do it.
I know you're a man that worked really hard to achieve his financial success, and you let yourself go for the money. I know you want to be better physically, not just for yourself, but to max out your stats and have more confidence to lead your team and the people you want to protect and provide for. Click the link down below. I'll talk to you personally, and we'll build a body that you keep dreaming of. See you soon.